Hello, and welcome to another Monday stream with me, the War Master. Sorry for the delay there. I was having some issues with Lightstream, didn't want to fucking start, so I don't know what was going on. I had to clear my cache, but I am here now, and good lord, this game is loud. Anyway, tonight I'm playing more Valheim, and unless the other members of the Morning Wall have come by here, well, I know Hale has, but I don't know if the other two have, Pig and Z. They kind of irritated me the last time we were streaming by giving me a bunch of crap for how little effort I put into building. And my excuse was that I can't build very well, which is mostly true. Except it's more so it's like my burping. No, my writing ability in that it's very intermittent. It'll come very suddenly, or it'll recede very suddenly. Or both. Usually both. One and then the other. Because that's my life. But the other reason why I don't really get super into the building in games like this is because I take on huge projects, I do them, finish them, and then there's nothing left in the game for me to enjoy because I've just burnt myself out on it. But anyway, they irritated me, so here we are in the outpost. It was supposed to be just a simple outpost next to the bone mass swamp. But I went a little more elaborate. So, as you can see here, I've built a solid bedroom, but first I'm going to turn down the goddamn audio. Good lord. It's the storm, really, is what it is. It's loud as shit. But here are the bedrooms, and I have assigned everyone a bedroom. As you can see, I hung our banners over each of them. So there's mine, there's Pig, there's Hale, and there's Z. Let's see if anybody's used their beds yet. Nope. Nope. And no. Anyway. So, I've been kind of working on this off hours, because I wanted to. And, so, aside from building, a good chunk of that was gathering resources so I can continue building when I stream today. So, I've acquired quite a bit of core wood, and wood, and a shit ton of stone. And we might go through all of it this evening. I'm not sure. Let's see. I gotta get all this stupid shit out of my inventory. Except I think all of these are full. It is looking like all of these are full. So, fix that real quick. Furniture. Blink. That can stay there. No, I better hold on to that too. What are we not gonna need? Probably the axe. Yeah. Well, whatever. That doesn't save a lot of space. Anyway. So, originally, it was just this little house of stone that I was gonna build, and it was whatever, and... oh, I could refill my torches with all that effing resin I never use. But, as I stated, they irritated me, which, you know, could be said that was their plan all along, but don't buy that bullshit. That's what they'll say when they hear this later. They'll be like, oh, that was the plan. That was the plan. I'll be like, you're so full of shit. Anyway. Yeah, so... I got a little more elaborate on the build, and there's parts of it that are a little rough, unfortunately, but that's because I just suck at chimneys, really is what it boils down to. But I did put a fair amount of effort into basically the whole build so far. I did steal a design idea from Pig in building the stone walls, which is pretty smart, is that you just leave the walls hollow, and then in the wall, wherever the radius ends, you leave your tables. So, like your work table and your stonecutter's table. Hey, Storm, can you fuck off? That'd be great. I'd really like it if it wasn't shitty and stormy out. No? Fuck me, huh? Alright, fine. Anyway, but I decided to get a little more elaborate, so I built a lot more. And I elaborated on the house, because originally this was just going to be like one room with a fireplace and like a couple of basic bitch tables, and that's about it. Which actually I'm going to be doing a bit more in here. I'm going to put like a forge and some other shit, just so you can, repair stuff in the field. Which, may not be necessary. Could you go to the portal? Fuck you. I'm putting it in anyway, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Anyway. So, I got a little more into it. So, I started leveling out the ground around the perimeter of this little, I guess, it's not really an island. I don't know what the fuck you'd call it. Because those are rivers on either side here, and then the ocean's right there. So I don't know what you would call this, and frankly, I don't care. But yeah, got a little more elaborate in the build. So I started on this wall, and like I said, every so often there is a stonecutter table and a work table in there. Those are there for two reasons. Well, two. The first one is that they apparently, which I didn't know this is something new that I learned, is that there is like a radius of like where monsters monsters won't spawn in, and I didn't know that. But then in retrospect it makes complete sense. But the other reason is because it makes your stuff decay a lot slower. Because there is decay in the game. Oh, I'm out of resin. I can't light all my torches. That's fine. Or skunks. Excuse me. Would it be skunks? Or skinks? It's skunks. It's gotta be skunks. Anyway. So I've been sourcing all my own materials, going and gathering them, processing them, and then, whatever. Hence all the stone. Although I will have to go pilfer some iron for probably more stonecutter tables, because I didn't bring any with me. Rather, I used all of what I had brought with me, which I had mined and processed myself. So, yeah, so then I expanded out, excuse me, I'm still a little sick, so you're going to hear that a bit. So I flattened out, like, the edge of whatever the fuck this thing is. I'm going to call it an island, because I don't know what else to call it. And I started building this wall. And then I was like, I really need a dock. So I built a dock. Oh, I need guck. I need more guck for my green torches. Sad. Anyway. So I built this dock. And I used a metric shit ton of stone to pull it off, because not only did I need the stone for the buildings themselves, I needed the stone to raise the ground. And I had to use and then unused stone, because there's, as you can see, there's a metric shit ton of rocks out here. Which I will have to do something about later, because right now it's kind of a death trap getting in and out of here, for boats anyway. There's a bunch of rocks in here that I had to clear, and that was a pain in the ass. But it did also then translate to more materials for the rest of this shit. So, built the dock, which I'm very proud of. I think it looks great. I do need to put in a roof over here too, though, because really, honestly, like, the only reason I want to put in roofs is so this shit doesn't happen. You see how it's all green and it's half dead? That's because it decayed, because it's not under a roof. But I haven't figured out how I'm going to put a roof here, because, like, it's already kind of a hassle getting in here with how I had to build stuff. Kind of. I mean, once this chest is gone, then it's not a big deal at all. I just needed it to dump shit in. Oh, no, I do have a little iron. Sweet. So once this is gone, this will be a bit more convenient. And it's like you can walk through here very easily. So really, not a big deal. But I do want to cover these any like exposed wood surfaces for stone, or not for stone, excuse me, to stave off decay. Because any wood under a roof decays a lot slower. Because see, as you can see, all of this is fine, and that's because there's a roof. So that's one of the other things I'm going to finish up maybe tonight is putting a roof in here. And let's see. And then, yes. So this is the other gate here, because there's that gate, which, you know, if you look, you can see a swamp tree right there. That's where the bone mass is. This is just into the Black Forest, and like, did I need to put this here? No. Did I do it to, you know, say, fuck you, I can build shit? You bet your ass. So, I built this kind of gatehouse thing, which I'm also very proud of. I think it looks good. Although it is missing lighting. First I built this kind of gate thing here. I was debating putting like pillars, you know, like right there, you know, but I don't know how that was going to look, but I kind of like it the way it is. But these are cage walls that I put in to kind of fill in the gap here. So I was like, fuck, I really don't want just like open space around a gate. Like, that'd be dumb. And I was like, but how do I want to fill this in? Oh, that's right, there's cage walls. So I built those. And then this is the other end of this gate, is out here. Now, this is not done yet either. As you can see, like, the walls aren't finished. I mean, I don't even necessarily need to put taller walls. I mean, I'll put like one more layer, I think. Mostly for trolls, if I'm being honest. But we'll see. My eventual goal, and why put the effort into it, I don't know, because I feel like it. Is you can kind of see the spiked walls there. Is I want to line the whole outside with spikes. All like the whole shebang, just spikes. That's going to take a shit ton of wood. And a lot of stone, because you can kind of see where I've been raising the ground here and there. But that also takes stone. Every time you raise the ground, you're using a little bit of stone. I think it's 3 or 5. I don't even remember. But it takes a little bit of stone every time you raise the ground. So this has taken a absolute shit ton of stone. I can't even undersell how much fucking stone has gone into this little project. Now, Pig gets all his credit for his wall back at the main base, which is pretty impressive, I have to say. It's stunning. It's a master-crafted piece of architectural engineering. I don't know if I go that far, but it looks great. And some of his design ideas I did take, because they look good. Although I did put my own little spin on them, I think. Though I haven't looked at his completed wall in a while, so I don't know if it's how close I actually am. But I did like putting the stone floors up on top of the wall. It just looks better. Because how I used to do it is I'd layer stone walls, and that's more expensive, and yeah. But anyway, this wall is hollow. So like right in here is hollowed out, and like I said, every so often there is a stonecutter's bench and a work table. And actually, let's see. Okay, yeah, I did put one right there. So what I was doing, and I really didn't have to, but just wait. Why are you rotting? You're fine. You're not. Why were you? I mean, whatever. Oh, also repairs, because yeah, the only way you can repair stuff is if it's in the radius of your tables. That was the other thing. Very important thing. You know, I'm gonna put a ladder in, right? Well, some stairs, I think. Real fast, just so I can get up and down here. I was so hyper fixated when I was building, I didn't even like leave myself access pathways this far into the build yet. So there we go. All right. But this is where I kind of left off before. And then I was kind of debating what I wanted to do with this, but I think what I landed on is I'm going to cut this hillside back deeper. Probably like I'm going to triple its width here, and then I'm just going to continue the wall up and around. I think is how I'm going to do that. Because even doing that, where you're seeing the dirt here, is as deep as I can cut into the ground, because from my understanding it's the same amount of depth, period, but it's all dependent on where the top of, like, it's like this hillside right here. So if I started digging straight down, it's going to stop right there, because this is how high up the hillside started, right? But if I go down that way a little further, I technically dig deeper, but it's the same distance, because I believe it's based off of how high the top of the ground is, and then it's just a distance downwards from there that you can dig, I think. Or it might be to sea level too. I really honestly I'm guessing. I haven't looked into the back end of shit, so I don't really know. But that's my hot guess. Probably wildly incorrect. I don't know. That actually sounds more complicated. Maybe it is just like... Well, whatever. I don't care. But, yeah. So, the wall would have to climb up this hill, and then back down, and then around to finish off here at the gate. So this is the other part that's going to kind of suck, is I'm going to have to essentially flatten all this out, probably to about like there. And maybe even like fill in the river here a little bit, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, probably going to fill in some of this river. And then build the wall up and around and to there. Now, do I think I'm going to finish that tonight? Probably not. But I would like to get it at least most of the way there before we go to the bone mass on, I believe the plan is for Wednesday. We'll be killing the bone mass. But anywho, this is my tentative plan. My tentative plan. So not the most exciting thing on the planet, depending on what you're into. So, but that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. Although I was talking I was kicking an idea around with Hale the other day about doing like a Chaos Sunday, where, you know, whoever, me, Hale, fucking Z, if he was interested, or, you know, whatever, we'll just like pick a game that, like, kind of how we were doing it on the regular, is just to like pick a game and that we've been interested in, and maybe Z and Pig are not interested or whatever, or I'm not, or, you know, whatever, and just, you know, play that. And there's no real rhyme or reason to it other than it's just like, hey, this sounded like fun, let's do it. Oh, I did put blue torches here too because I thought they looked cool. Yeah. And it tickles me pink that they run off of the eyes of my enemies. But yeah, so that was an idea we were kicking around. I don't know if we're gonna do that or not. We might. I think it'll be a good idea, because then, like, Sundays, like, Hale and I could play Incursion on stream, because he and I have been playing that a lot. That sort of thing. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, put all the wood in there. Oh, yeah, we're good there. Oh, I also found this. Awesome. Just sitting on the bearskin rug head. Who needs a recliner when you can just sit on the head of a bear? Alright, so I need to get rid of this wood in my inventory, because right now we're going to be burning through stone. Get another 50 stone in there? Probably not. Oh, nice, okay. How about you? There we go. Doo-doo. Oh, I'm gonna just put in another table here soon. God damn it. But a lot of effort has to be put into the terrain manipulation, terraforming, because stone is very, very picky about how supported it has to be. You have to put a lot of support in it, which makes sense because it's fucking stone. So, you know, not saying it like it's a bad thing, just, you know, pointing it out. Observation. God damn it, motherfucking son of a... There we go. So, it's just very particular about, you know, its needs. It has very particular needs. Is that gonna stick through if I just do it like this? Doesn't look like it. No. So it's best to do it on as level ground as you possibly can, because wood, you get a little more play where you can kind of like, you don't have to worry as much about making sure it's got like decent enough ground underneath. Because if you haven't played this game before, the way the game works is different materials have different maximum heights. Now you can increase that by, you know, adding supports and stuff like that, but at a certain point, a material has a maximum height limit, which I've explained before. Stones is a lot higher than woods, which makes sense. It's a sturdier material. But stone has to have more ground underneath it for it to be considered what they call a foundation piece, which I've explained. So these blue, when I hover over them, they're blue. That's a foundation piece. Any other color, it's not. And that's how the game judges the height of a material. Like from wherever that blue is like the starting height for that material. So how I built my tower before is I raised the ground up a bunch and then I stuck wood on it, and I was able to build taller because of that. So yeah, you can kind of play with it like that, and you can do that kind of technique with stone too. I mean, I could just do it like this, but then it's not going to be the same. So I'm going to have to do this, and then this. And yeah. But I do like, aesthetically, I like stone building a lot more. It just looks better, I think. Or, well, it's easier for my smooth brain to manage. No, that's not going to work. No, I'll have to... Well, actually... Let's see. Build it out to... Let me think. Ah, get the fuck up there! If I attach it there, that's not going to curve. It's going to come in at a straight angle. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. I have to cut that wall back before I can seriously consider continuing the build on that side. That's where I paused at. I forgot. Boy. Let's dump this stone off. See, what's wild is I just had like 110 stone. I barely built anything, and like it's already gone. Like most of that stone's fucking gone. So yeah, it's it can be a lot. There's one time I built a castle. I spent days on it because I had hyper-focused on a build, and I was literally running out into the Black Forest with my cart, and I would fill every single slot in that with stone and haul it on back, empty it out, use it all, and then go out again. And I can't tell you how many times I actually end up doing that. Can this go a little deeper, actually? Oh, yeah, it can. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna dig this out a little more then, actually. To a point. See, this is when you start hitting water. And you don't want to hit water. Damn it. Oh, I guess you can go a little deeper here. Cool. Alright, well. That's more of what I was looking for. Right, get the fuck up here. Alright. Ah! Something's beating itself up on one of my spike walls, I think. Oh yeah. There's something killed itself over here. Stupid gray dwarf. See, this sudden drop sucks. That's going to be kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, but we will make do. Okay. I mean, that's really the best you can hope for with this level of drop. Oh, you know, it occurs to me I could go to bed and have it not be dark anymore. Okay. Damn it. Damn it. Digging too deep. They dug too deep, too fast. Right? That's the line? I don't remember. It's been a fucking minute since I watched Lord of the Rings. I was actually thinking, what was funny is, that video of, Merry and Pippin. I don't know their real life names, but the guys who played them, they run like a, maybe it was a podcast, maybe it was it looked like a podcast. I don't know. But they're like, oh, you know, Lord of the Rings was rated PG-13 in the U.S. and he's like, oh, and he's like, and in the U.S. with PG-13 you get to have exactly one fuck. And yeah, and so they talk about like where in the movies they would use their one fuck. And it was funny. It was really funny. It made me laugh. But it also made me think of the movies because they talk about the different scenes. And then they like do their little voiceover of the scene of like my favorite one is when they're like they're in the Mines of Moria and they're like, you know, imagine Boromir, he's standing there fucking, right? That's who that was? Pretty sure that's who it was. Anyway, and he's like, they have a cave troll, and he's like, they have a fucking cave troll. So yeah, it was funny. But it also made me think about watching the movies again and how it has been quite a while, like a very long while, since I've watched them. So that, I think, is going to be something I do here. Not on stream, just in general. Because I'm sure the copyright would be horrid. Or the DMCA would come so fast. So fast. They'd come as fast as a virgin on prom night. But I'm sad no one was here to hear that joke. Oh man, what's been really fun recently is seeing all the Canadians just like super upset about the Olympics. Oh my god, it's so great. Well, hockey specifically. And then there's that whole thing with them cheating in curling and whatever. And I like, curling? Really? Cheating in fucking curling? Like, good lord. That's just like embarrassing to say in general. Because like, I mean, I get it. Curling is, if you're into curling, you're into curling. Whatever. It's fine. But like, come on. Come on. It's fucking curling. Like, why would you cheat at fucking curling? I don't know. It just, it blows my mind. But anyway, they've been really crying about hockey because, you know, it's like their one sport that they have. And yeah, so damn it. And sorry, Canadians. I don't have any actual ill will towards Canada for the most part, even as an American. Because I know a lot of cool Canadian people. Well, I don't know them personally, but I have, you know, some I know there's some Canadians out there that follow me, and I have some Canadian mutuals. We get along great. So you know, nothing against them. But you know, the general stereotype is Americans and Canadians have a rivalry, which we very much do. Well, yeah. Anyway, so there's this whole shit fit about, you know, the Americans, us beating the Canadians in hockey, men's and women's hockey. We took the gold medal, and super butthurt about it. Even fucking Nathan McKinnon on the fucking Canada team was like, like you could see who the better team was. I was like, dog, the better team was the one that won. Like, what are you talking about? You know, and like that's the thing. Always like that. I've this big cope that I'm seeing. It's like, oh, they had so many shots on the goal. It's like, right. How many of those went in? How many of those went in, Canadian? How many? Not fucking enough because you lost. So, that whole thing. That whole chestnut. Has been fucking hilarious because you're just seeing all these insane, like, this huge range of, like, copes and people shitting their pants over it. And, like, oh, Americans need to win with class and blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on. Fuck off. Like, we know what you guys would be doing right now. It would be the exact same shit, if not worse, and all the other things. And it's like, you want to talk about winning with class, there's also, you know, losing with fucking dignity, and you sure as fuck ain't doing it, so I don't want to hear it. Anyway, it's been fucking funny, though. I've been throwing up a few memes up there, taking the piss on some Canadians, as my UK friends would say. Would that be right? I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fucking terminology is. I'm American. I'm American. You're just gonna go right there for now. Hey, come here. Fuck you. Bitch. Anyway. Yeah, but that's been a whole thing that's been going on, and goddamn, it is just so funny. And a lot of people are saying this too, but the other reason why, like, they're getting dogged on so much, and kind of the Europeans do the same shit too, is they have this, like, oh, you're so unsophisticated, meh. Just this ridiculous arrogance, and I'm like, really? Like, where is this coming from? Like, I know where it's coming from, but it's like at the same time, it's like, what are you doing right now that, like, you deserve that arrogance? Nothing? Oh, cool. Okay, well, hey, it's fine. We'll take care of all the arrogance rightly earned for ourselves. Thank you very much. Hey, shithead. And, you know, same deal. I don't hate Europeans except the French. No, I'm kidding. No, that might be true. I might hate the French. Jokes, people. Jokes. But yeah. You know, generally speaking, you get that European arrogance, and it's like, oh, they're better than you, and blah. And I'm just like, you know, shove it up your fucking ass. How about that? How about that? If you haven't figured out, I'm very opinionated and patriotic, then I don't know what to tell you. You're fucking stupid. Because I do love my country. Do I love my government? Fuck no. Fuck no, do I not love my government. And that's not even just like a Trump thing, because I'm indifferent to the man overall. I really don't give a fuck. He's done some bonehead shit. He's done some shit that I like, and he's also pissed off a bunch of leftists, which is fucking, I mean, that's a win for me to a point. You know, I wouldn't sacrifice if I honestly thought my country's future was at stake. That would not be enough to prevent me from saying bad things about the man. But I do not think that's the case in any way, shape, or form. And I think the people who say that it is are quite insane. Sorry. Y'all are fucking nuts. Now, I would have much preferred, you know, somebody who would do the things, some of the things that he's done for intelligent reasons, and you know, whatever. I don't need to get in that whole bit, but the whole point of it is that I'm making up right now after this ramble of nothingness. It's really nice to knock the arrogance out of them to the point where, like, they're being pieces of shit and everybody else can see that they're being pieces of shit. Because, like, y'all lost. I get it. You're butthurt. It's sports. People get passionate about sports. I've mouthed off about sports. But like, nah, y'all needed the fucking starch and arrogance knocked out of your asses, and it was glorious that it was my country that got to do it. So, be mad about it. I really don't give a shit. Y'all deserved it, as far as I'm fucking concerned. And Nathan McKinnon's a big fucking baby. Like, bro. Oh, they can determine who the best team is. Like, dog, you lost. You fucking lost. And what's even more funny about that, from what I've seen, is that he had like a wide open shot on the goal that he missed. And he's gonna say all that. I'm like, shh, okay, all right, buddy, okay. It's also funny to see like that whole like Canadian politeness thing just like blow up in their faces. Like, oh yeah, look at all this politeness. Look at all this losing with grace that you're doing. Although I have been to Canada, Niagara Falls specifically, a couple times, and they were pleasant stays. And it was really nice that the Canadian dollar, or whatever the fuck it's called, the loonie. No, that's one of the bills. I don't give a shit. But it was really nice going there because to me, shit was really cheap. So good stuff. I was actually, when I was there, I was doing the math on buying some Warhammer miniatures while I was there, but the nearest store that sold them was way, way far away. So I just didn't have the time because it was a family trip. And yes, you know, fuck family, get miniatures, but it was with the children, the whole fam. And we do so rarely get family trips together because I'm fucking poor. I mean, not poor, but not enough to where I can vacation regularly. Like, my time off is usually me sitting in front of my fucking computer because I can't really do a whole lot else. But, yay, I love it when the trees do my work for me. What the fuck am I holding? Oh, all that fucking stone. Okay, well. Oh, alright. Well, now that my anti-Canada rant is done. Oh, damn it. I have to go repair my shit now. Then actually, while I'm here, I'll check out Pig's Wall. Look how that is. I do like these little cubbies that they put in here, though. That was a nice touch. I thought that was cool. Oh yeah, look at that. I saw they were doing a little tower up here too, which I thought was a neat touch too. Hey! Oh yeah. Very nice. Oh, you put the little cobblestone path between the trees. Very nice. This might hurt a little. Ow. I think I repaired everything, right? Yeah. And I do like to name my portals very simple things. Usually I only have the one for exploring that'll be named like E, because E for explore. Because usually I'll have one portal that I'll just pack around with me when I'm running around, just as a rule. So if I find a bunch of cool stuff, then I'll quickly toss down a portal, jump through, dump it off, repair all my shit, jump back through, and then dismantle. But yeah. But in this case, I just left it as we had an E portal, and that's what I was originally thinking we were going to do, but Z wanted to leave it where it is, which is fine. And, you know, if you want to rename it, you got to, like, somebody's got to be standing at the other end to rename it to the thing that you want it to be. Otherwise, you got to travel manually back and forth. And I'm just like, it's whatever. I don't care. If they want to change it to something else, that's fine. But I don't care. I don't care what the name of the fucking portal is. It gets me where I want to go. Oh, I forgot to rest myself, damn it. Also, I really should have switched to, like, my troll armor while I was here instead of the iron. Like, I don't need to build an iron armor. So I'm going to swap that out, actually. Because, unsurprisingly, iron armor is heavy. Who would have thought? Alright, there it is. Oh my god, it's so nice to be able to, like, move with speed and efficiency. Good lord. Alright. Yeah, might as well repair some stuff again, huh? Anyway, blink. I'm glad my chimneys seem to be working. I was a little worried that they may have been a little too open, but no, they're working great. Which pleases me. Oh my god, this feels so much faster after wearing fucking iron armor for this long. Oh shit. Ah! Every time. It's always something. That'll work. Some deer meat. Oh man, my fucking I'm almost completely over this cold. Almost. Oh, and I made this little, like, banner thing I thought was kind of neat. I put a little roof on it so it wouldn't decay. But it's got all of our banners on it. See, doesn't it look nice? Yeah. Yeah, my fucking throat is killing me from talking. Hot. Ugh. Well, mostly because this lingering cold is, like, just been coughing a lot the last, like, handful of days. Oh snap, while dating myself a little. Yes, still dealing with the sickness. I'm still down with the sickness. Unfortunately. Just a little bit. But hey, thank you for popping in there, Bingo. I was actually... I don't know how much you've been here for. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yep. This is a project I've been working on. I have no idea if Z and Pig and Hale well, I know Hale's seen some of it already, but I don't know if the rest of them have been over here at all yet. Probably not Pig, because he's been caught up building his wall. Understandably so. And I very specifically just joined. Oh, okay. Yeah, I very specifically just, like, not deceptively, just haven't said anything while I've been building it, so. So it'll be a nice surprise, and they'll be like, oh, this looks good. I'll be like, yeah, I fucking told you, son of a bitch. No, actually, I didn't tell them. I told them the exact opposite, mostly because I was just didn't really care about arguing back with them in the moment. But yeah. Right now, I'm widening this so I can run the rest of the wall around it. Yes, we are petty building today. That is what we are doing. Well, what I've been doing. Yeah, it's if you're into like the survival crafting games, it's one of the better ones out there for sure. I think I have like 400 hours or something into it. And I've been playing it since it was like before it was fully released. Like when I was playing it, like there's a couple of chunks of the map that didn't exist that now exists now, and like there's a bunch of other stuff that they've done, and yeah, it's a good game, and I don't even think it's that expensive. I think it's like 20 bucks, maybe. Well, it might be more. I don't really remember. When I bought it, I don't remember paying a lot for it. So, and there's no like DLC or anything. There's like a shit ton of mods for it. Very mod-friendly game apparently, and it's all like deeply steeped in like Norse mythology. Like this is Valheim is like you're on the tree of life. See, if you look up, you can see the branches. And like Valheim's like it from my understanding, it sounds like Viking Purgatory, 1799. Yeah. See, not bad. It's essentially like, I think anyway, it's like Viking Purgatory, and like Valheim is like the test to get into Valhalla, if I'm remembering correctly. So technically you're dead. Like you died in battle. And instead of going to Valhalla, you go to Valheim. And so like that's where all the weird why there's all the weird monsters and shit, like the Grey Dwarves, and which are also part of Norse mythology, I think, from what it sounds like. I don't know. Not my strong suit is that sort of knowledge. That's not my particular flavor of autism. My particular flavor of autism is sci-fi mostly, and well, specifically 40K, to no one's surprise. But yeah, that's my understanding of it anyway. That's what it is, and even in terms of like gameplay and stuff, it's good. It's a good game. I definitely recommend it. Let's see. Let's flatten this out a little more. There we go. And then cut this fucking stump. Alright, now this is inconvenient. This needs to go away. I wonder if I'll be able to reach it from up here. Oh yeah. So unlike it does have like a similar inventory kind of system as like Minecraft and all that, where you have your little boxes, but you have a weight limit. So you can't just carry, 1,000,000 stacks of fucking stone. Why are you not letting... Oh, because I picked up core wood. Duh. So you can't carry, you know, 1,000,000 stacks of something. You have to actually kind of give more of a shit about it. Because, you know, 50 wood weighs a lot. And all that. So... And the building mechanic's kind of neat too. I was talking about it before you got on here, and is that each material has like a maximum height. So even if you add a bunch of supports and stuff, eventually the game's like, yeah, no, you can't do that anymore. And you can kind of cheese it in places if you know what you're doing. A little bit. But not anything too egregious, just like, you know, because wood has the lowest build height, to no one's surprise. And so what you can do is, you know, raise up the ground a little, like, because it bases it off of, like, where, like, a foundation piece is, or, like, a maximum supported piece is, and, yeah, anyway. So you can kind of fudge it a little, doing stuff like that. But it's not crazy, at least not anymore. You can't, you know, build into the sky. No Tower of Babel kind of shit. Alright, let's see. Yeah, you're seeing, like, the undone part of it. Oh, hey, look, a bot. Bye, bot. You're banned. Banned. But yeah, I think my favorite part of the build so far has been the dock. I like the little dock. I like my little dock. It's cute. I don't know why I described it as cute, but I think it looked good. I like my gatehouses too. Which I suppose I could finish up that one. Your tiny dock. Ha! That's not what your mom said last night. You're right, exactly. Wait. No, that's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah. We're fine. And we're out of stone already. God. The stone usage is so wild. It's true. It's true. It's not the size of the dock. It's the motion of the ocean. Did I? No. That is also still right. God damn it. Time to get stoned. Shh. Can't do that on Twitch. Or, well, you can't say you're doing that on Twitch. And in no way does that implicate myself whatsoever. Not at all, I promise. Yeah. Alright, so... I mean, time to get stones. Yeah. It's just a typo. Calm down, Twitch. It's just a typo. Okay. God damn. Really? Fuck. Ugh. It's like almost painfully fast. You burn through stone because it's 6 fucking stone per chunk that I'm putting down, which doesn't sound like a lot until you know that the largest stack of stone you can have is 50. See if that's gonna be too heavy. Nope. So, yeah, it ain't a lot. Yeah, well, right. So that was the other thing too. So 20 placements and you're out. Yep. That's exactly right. No, that's I need to think of how I'm gonna do that. Is this no. It's because of the angle. That's why it's fucking weird. So might have to do this a little cheesy. Might have to get a little cheesy here. That's all right. Cheese never hurt nobody except for the lactose intolerant. IRC and do math? Exactly. I mean, I would hope so. You're fucking an engineer. If you couldn't do math, I would be very concerned. And confused, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Okay, so that's where the stone table cuts off, so I need to put another one like right here. So let's get the materials for that. Where are you? There you nope. There it is. 2 iron. Alright. I think I have that in a box over there somewhere. Where are you? Nope. Where? Oh, no, wait. I know where it is. It's down here. Haha. Today was pretty funny. I had to do all of my work from a hotspot because our internet was down for maintenance, so that was fun. Oh, your poor IT guys. I mean, at least you had the hotspot. I mean, they're not great. Like, if you have to work over a VPN, they're really not great because VPNs really don't like working off a hotspot. And I don't know the exact technical reason as to why that is the case, but it is the case. So, yeah. Let's stick you, like, right there. I need a little more wood. Nah. Fuck. I know what I could do. Just do that. And then we're fine. No, damn it. All right. I don't know. Actually, I don't know how bad I feel for your IT guys if they waited, like if they took your whole network down for maintenance in the middle of the workday. I don't know. I don't know. At least for like very long. It's usually something that's like avoided unless it's like a critical issue. So maybe I don't feel bad for them. No, it's fine. Oh, it was Xfinity, I think that did it. Oh, okay, okay. Alright. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's fucking Xfinity. What do you expect? That they're... ISPs are a giant fucking cartel, bunch of cartels anyway. Let's see. We want to build that out. That. Let's stick that there. There we go. All right. If we build that there. Okay, yeah, that should work fine. Motherfucker. God damn. Ugh. Burning through so much stone. All the stone. Just processing my urgent tickets and telling everyone else they're pushed to tomorrow. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, the place I'm working at now is I do IT for a pharmaceutical manufacturer. Sterile pharmaceutical manufacturer. Blah blah. And it's actually it's a smaller company, but yeah, it's pretty chill. I like it. That actually might have narrowed a little bit. Did I fuck it up and narrow it too much? I think I did. Might have to redo some of this. No, no. No, I did. I made it too narrow in, like, right here. So we're gonna have to redo some of this. Son of a bitch. Actually, what you have to do... and then that. Yeah, so that's one of the more forgiving aspects of the building is that it's a 1-for-1 return. So if you build something, you break it, you get everything back. So it's not the end of the world. It's just like it's just more time, and your items have durability. So you know every time I do something with my hammer, I have to fucking it's a little bit of durability. And now fixing is free. Hey, hey, hey! Get the fuck out of here, dick. So yeah, building is not like punishing if you have to redo shit. So, let's see. Oh, you want to have die? Come here, come here. I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack you in the face with my sword. Okay. Oh yeah, that's where I fucked up. Right there. No, that's fine. Where did I fuck up? No, I do know where I fucked up. Yep. Nope. I have to redo a bit more than I thought. Well, that's okay. How far back am I gonna have to go here? A bit, actually. God damn it. It's the corners that threw me off. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it's like right in here where things got a little fucky wucky. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see what I did. Let's see, because this is gonna go right there. Or is that fucked up? No, it should go right there. It needs to. Okay. Yeah. Because what I have going on is the way it should be lining up. How I've been doing it is the front-facing chunk of the wall where the enemies will be coming from. Is the only thing they should be able to hit. So, like, you fucker, get out of there. So the only thing that they can actually hit is the wall, at least initially, instead of the floor underneath, because they can hit, if they hit the floor enough, and stone has a lot of HP, so it's like almost never that they can do it, unless it's a troll. But if they hit the stone, then it takes a significant chunk of the wall down with the way the building mechanic works in this. Whereas, if they knock out that front chunk of wall first, there's less collateral damage. And then the back part, the back wall, is what sits on top, because it doesn't matter. But let's see, how do I want to fix this? Gotta put my braining cap on. Break the wall closest to the river, right? Yeah, I might have to actually redo that a bit more than I was thinking, which is sad, but it's the fucking curves or the angles that are throwing me off. It's a lot easier to build it squared off because of just how shit is. God damn it. Am I missing the required? Oh, because I deconstructed it, that's why. Put you right there so I can finish deconstructing the rest of this. Yeah, yeah. Except you can't have anything floating. See, if I take that bottom wall out, then everything up above it breaks off, which does make deconstruction a little bit quicker. Like when I tear down like my old buildings to rebuild them entirely, I just cut down all the I remove all the bits closest to the ground, and then the rest of it just kind of breaks on its own. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna have to I'm gonna have to square this off a little more, I think. I was really trying to avoid having to use a bunch of stone, more than I already have, to fill shit in, but I used to be part of the old Middle Earth project, actually, like way back in the day. I was mostly doing interiors in Bree and Minas Tirith. Oh, that's fucking cool. Okay. So you're probably way better at this than I am. Yeah. Motherfucker. God damn. So much stone! Now this looks harder for the interiors is like table, bookcase, chair, kitchen. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not the best interior decorator, which, I mean, I don't know. I have my moments, but for the most part, like, I'm usually pretty functional, so I always think it's cool when people can like really put some style into stuff. Possibly. I had a friend when I played. I did put some time into Minecraft too for a while. A friend of mine kind of did that on his own. Like I built I can't remember what mod pack it was. But there's like reactors or some shit, which could be any number of them. There's fucking a million mod packs. Feed the Beast. Yes, Feed the Beast. That's what it was. And so I built a castle with a big fucking reactor under it. But it was just that. And like the ME system, and it was just like there was nothing else in it. And so my buddy's like, hey, do you mind if I decorate it? And I'm like, go for it, dude. Fucking go for it. And he did, and it looked great. So that probably worked out rather well. Okay. Okay, that should be better. Oh, no, I'm going to square it just a little bit more. There we go. And if we go this way... Damn it. Yeah, it's the turns where it's getting funky. There we go. Fucking so much stone. Okay. There we go. Then we can put this here. That. And then like that. Much better. I need to add a little more dirt here to even that out. Motherfucker. Ah. There, that's better. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, so... now this is where it's going to get fucky. It's going up this thing. Now this is pod racing. No, just trying to fill fill out the rest of the wall here because enemies can like base almost damn near vertical surfaces they can run up. Like, you know, you'd think looking at this hillside right here, there's no fucking way they can run up that. No, they can. They can. So really the only way to stop them is with a wall. You can dig a moat, which will help. But with where this is placed, it's not really an option. So I have to put in a big stone wall. But although, doing me a think. I could put a third gate in there as like a central kind of dealy. Kind of help direct the building a little bit more. Yeah, see that dickhead out there? Watch him. Oh, well, he's just gonna throw a rock at me. Or try to, anyway. But yeah, he can run up that fucking hillside if he wanted to. Yep, see, there he is. Hey. Bad dwarf. How dare you interrupt my building, you fuck. Alright. Alright, there we go. So now... Yes, actually, there is a not a field ballista. Well, it is a ballista, but it's one of the mounted ones. I don't know if that's still called a field ballista, because when I hear field ballista, I'm like, oh, that's got to be the ones on wheels that you can haul around. Which, unless they've added it recently, those aren't a thing. But there are like in-placed ballistas that you can build, for sure. Which, when we do unlock those, I plan on building. On strategic points on the wall. The wall. And I could put in another door on the other side of the building, too. Is that, DAOC. Dark Age of Camelot? Right? Yeah, okay. Took me a second. I was like, I know I recognize that acronym. Yeah. I personally never played it myself, but I had a few friends that were... Actually, the same one who was my interior decorator was really into Dark Age of Camelot for a while. Damn it. Motherfucker. There. Killed by tech debt and stagnation. Yeah. Okay, so then that's gonna go over that way. So I'll need to flatten out some land over there. That is unfortunate. There was one MMO that I loved. It was actually one of the ones that, like, I legitimately... I'm not a big fan of MMOs. I don't like them. I don't like the grind. I just don't. It's not something I enjoy, usually. And I'm not saying that because, like, oh, fuck you, how dare you like them. It's just not something I ever enjoyed. That being said, my absolute favorite MMO of all time was a sci-fi MMO, Richard Garrett's Tabula Rasa. I think I'm saying that right. Maybe I'm not. I don't care. Loved that game. Loved it. I got to it late in its life cycle, and apparently the reason it did so poorly was when it first came out, it was a hot mess, and it was for a while. That's an old one. Oh, it was, dude. It had one of the best like class systems I've ever had. I loved it because you had your 4 base classes, right, that you could pick from the start, and they were like, I can't remember what they are anymore because it's been so fucking long. But yeah, you had 4 base classes to start, and then each base class had 2 advanced classes, and then each advanced class had another, I want to say another 2 like 2 advanced classes after that. That may not be right. They may just have like a more better version of that last advanced class. I don't really recall. It's been a long time. But you had a lot of variety in there. And what was really cool is because it was like a perpetual war with like aliens. And so throughout the day, the different outposts, like the human outposts where like World of Warcraft, for instance, like what's that starter town? I can't ever recall, but one of those, like a town in World of Warcraft, except it gets raided by NPCs every so often, and they will take over that outpost, and so then you as players have to kind of band together to take this outpost back, or defend it if you're there. Which I really liked. Now, some people may have hated it, but I also thought it was kind of cool. If you had, like, say a mission you need to turn in at that outpost, and it's currently not under player control, well, you're not able to turn in that fucking mission until that outpost is recaptured. But yeah, it was good stuff. It was a really good game. Supposedly towards the end they added like, walkers, I think. But yeah, it was really cool. I really liked it a lot. I was actually like second in command for one of like the biggest guilds towards the end there. Like we were in the top 3, if I remember right, size-wise. Yeah, see, that was one I didn't get to try at all, was Galaxies. I heard Galaxies was fantastic until like there was a particular update that like made it suck giant balls. Because wasn't it like you couldn't choose to be a Jedi, you had to create a character and then randomly you would become a Jedi, and then that was one of the things they changed, and so that kind of took the special out of it. I don't really remember. It's been years, but I just remember there was that update that just absolutely killed it. Yeah, like the roll on it. Like you basically had to roll a new character, from what I recall. Again, I never played. All my knowledge is like 4th hand, so I don't know if that's right or not. Oh, I need a drink. Drink. I guess I'll eat those. And yeah, they made it essentially a starter class, and then it all went downhill. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. And like from like a money-making angle, I get why they did that. But like seeing it from a player end, like that blows. Like that's a really cool concept, that it's like all a matter of like, luck essentially. Yeah. No, that blows. Now the hard part is I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to do this wall. Or not this wall, but this bridge / tower. To think about it. So as someone who run around killing Jedi on the hardcore server, I kind of understand wanting it to be easier to make one. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, especially on a hardcore server, that's mean. You're mean. That's awful. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like I could see. I mean, I don't know on the maybe like split it that way, like on the hardcore server. You know, maybe increase the roll rate a little bit so it's less punishing to get killed. I don't know. Right. It's just hard to make a way that makes sense because either everyone wants to be one or they're too precious to fight. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where I was like, I was like, man, I don't know how to fix that. I do need to put in another stonecutter's bench, though. Like over here. For that, I'm gonna need to go get some. I'm gonna have to go get some iron. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, plenty of iron. Oh, I might as well repair my shit while I'm here. Stargate time. Yes. So by base, with these, they did add another type of portal apparently that goes around this rule, but it's like a higher. You have to be pretty deep in the game to get it. But typically, you're not able to teleport with like metal ingots or metal ore. You have to like manually truck that shit across landscape. But there's a setting in this. There's a server setting that you can turn that off. So that's what I did because I'm like, fuck that shit. Oh wow, yeah. Like I understand the rationale behind doing it that way, but at the same time, like I don't have the patience for that shit. Like maybe for hardcore, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's like I said, that's a thing by base. Like that's vanilla. Is to do it that way. There's even a little message like when you if you mess with it when you're loading up, like if you're creating a single player level or world, it'll say that it's like, this is not how the game was intended. If you change this, this is not how the game was intended to be played. I'm like, I don't give a shit. No, I don't know. I've played it before like that, and it does feel needlessly difficult, which is why I turned it off for our server. But it does add a little more of a sense of accomplishment. But then at the same time, when it's that, and you're limited by a weight. You know, like if I'm hauling back ore of any kind, I think each chunk of ore weighs like, I don't remember how much, but like at best you're coming back with like 40, 50 chunks of ore. And iron, that's not so bad because it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Hey, Jet. Yeah, with iron it's not bad because every chunk you put in, you get one piece of iron back out of it. But like if you want bronze, well, bronze requires fucking copper and tin, and 2 copper per a singular bronze bar. So, you need 3 times as much ore to get 1 bronze. And so you factor that in with, that limitation, and it's just like, ugh. It's tedious as shit. And I just don't have the patience for it. Sorry, developers. I just don't. Nope, I want a 2 top. Motherfucker, get the fuck. Go away. Nobody likes you. I'm gonna use your eyeballs to fuel some of my torches, you dick. Alright, I gotta get this to slot. Oh, there it is. Alright. So... oh, is that just barely gonna reach far enough? It sure is. Cool. Alright, so I'll only need to build another one. Like, I'll probably just move that one into the middle somewhere. Let's see. What if we did something like the... oh, no. Not that. I want that right here. God damn it. So much stone. Who threw a rock? You threw a rock. Come here. Hey! Get out of here! Get out of here! We don't take kindly to your kind around here, Grey Dwarf. You either. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. bomb. Right. That's actually what I came up here for. Get the... I'm gonna kick you. Get out of here! Go away! The fuck out of here. This is my swamp. Yeah, you better run away. Suffer not the... Wait. I think that'd be a demon. Yeah. Suffer not the unclean to live. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Yes. You feel cold. You're fine. Get over it. Okay. I can't fucking believe it's snowing again. God damn. I'm so fucking tired of snow. Get the fuck in there. Get in there! Now! Now! There. Okay. Or, no, actually, I take that back. I don't want you in there. Let's do... Oh. Right, that should be right. Yeah. And then the trick is going to be trying to get that other one to slot in there like I want. No. 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 Oh, oh. There it is. That should be right. Yeah, that looks right. All right. God. I said go away! Go away! This is my swamp! Mine! Bitch. Oh, hey, give me more stone. Sweet. Okay, now I need to go back for more. Yet more stone. So much stone. There's never enough. He was just trying to help. Well, you know what? He was interfering on a government build site, so I kicked him in the face. Because that's how that works, right? He brought his own stone and everything. I mean, Grey Dwarves are pretty shoddy craftsmen, so I don't know. I don't feel like there was a big loss there. Damn it. Now I need a workbench. Plus they smell, it's true. They smell like corpses. Because they're... Well, actually, I don't remember exactly what the deal is with the Greydoors. Like, they're the souls of cowards, I think is what it was. But, like, their bodies are made of something else. I don't fucking recall. Shame. Yeah. God damn it. Ow! Motherfucker. Oh well, that's just gonna be a little overgrown. Okay, as long as they stay blue, I don't particularly care if it's that close at the moment. Alright, and then... There's never enough stone. I'm gonna be bitching about that. I'm gonna be bitching about that all night. Well, for the next 20 minutes that I'm still on anyway. The only downside to having is working at this place is I have to get up a lot earlier than I used to. But God damn it. Oh, that's green. I don't want that green. I want that blue. There. Yeah, and I mean, I've never been much of a morning person either, which, yeah, compounds the issue. And especially being, you know, somebody with ADHD, I have to, like, fucking... If I don't start going to bed, like, an hour before I want to actually, like, be asleep, then it doesn't end well. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and get more sausage. Oh, you know... Contemplation. I could just... Actually, I know what I want to do now. First, more stone. That's also part of the reason why I started doing Monday streams earlier in the day instead of our normal like 8:30 start time, because like I can handle going to bed and getting like 6 hours, 5-6 hours of sleep, like, you know, once a week. That's fine, but yeah, multiple times a week just is no bueno for my brains. Ow. Yeah, I knew that was gonna do that, but that's okay. I don't mind. flatten this out a little bit. Flat. All right. Oh no, I have to add a little bit back there. There. Mother son of a. You know what? I don't care. It's fine. It's fine! Oh, actually, here we go. This'll work. Just stand a little higher up. Yeah, there we go. And actually, now that those are built, I can get rid of those walls in the ground. So that's gonna go there. And then we're gonna dismantle these. And we're gonna do this. Yeah. Oh, that can't go there. That needs to be raised a little bit more. Hi, dog. Hi, Dad. What are you doing? Playing games. Okay. Okay. There we are. More fucking stone. There's never enough. It's never enough, no matter what they say. No? Alright. Let's see. I could break up one of those piles, but I know I have some in here. There it is. You can get the fuck out of my inventory, though. All of you. Not you, Iron. You're staying in there. Ow. And then I can do something like this. No, bottom. No, you're not snapping where I want you. Okay. Shit. No. Oh, maybe that's the way to do it. Yep. Of course. All that finagling and now I'm out of stone! There's never enough stone. There we go. I don't give a shit about that wood. I'll come back for it in a minute. When I need it. When I need my wood. Alright, let's try this again. And now question is it gonna let me... Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, that was, what was it, top 4? Or no, it was, yeah, there we go. Alright, now I can fit the fucking stone bench in here, but at the same time... Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah. Well, because I would like to ideally stash a stonecutter bench and a workbench like right in here, because then it'll cover the entirety of the bridge. Oh, I can move that one up top. That's what I can do. But yeah, I think I'll bring this up. And then I can either fill in like the gaps between the central pillar with wood, or I can spend a bit more time putting more supports in for stone. Because building stone up that is going to be a little difficult with the gaps, but that'll be alright, I think. Oh, there we go. That's what I want. Exactly, right there. Perfect. Perfection! Alright, before we get much further, I'm gonna go move that bench right there. Okay. Hail, A-I-L, H-A-I-L. Yes. Alright, so that's gonna go right there. And then I'm gonna need to go get that wood. Yeah, Hales are like, we make the joke that he's like our permanent special guest because he was filling in for an old member of the group who was he was taking some time off, and then he decided to part ways. But it's just, you know, he had more important things going on in life, which is understandable. He was a good guy, but we hadn't really decided, or well, we didn't really know him well enough if we wanted to extend an invitation and join us or not yet. And so, you know, we were field testing him essentially. There we go. And then that goes there. That goes there. I didn't think so, because you were on when he was on with us, and I know he ain't that smart. God, there's never enough stone. No, Hale's pretty good. I like, he's a good guy. He definitely, the last guy, like I said, nothing wrong with him. He was a lot younger than us, though. He's like early 20s. And, you know, yeah. So he just, you know, didn't have the same experience that we did, and so, you know, like I said, no hard feelings whatsoever. I still talk with him every so often. Oh, is that too tall? That might be too tall. Yeah, it is a little too tall. Damn it. Oh, there's an easy fix for that, though. We can fix that. crazy hypothetical. Would you still jork it if it came out as one really big sperm? Well, that is definitely not a question I've ever been asked before. I mean, maybe? I don't know. That's pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. That's a wild one. There. That's the same height, right? Looks like it is. Ah, shit! Like a little tadpole. That is a really awful mental image you just burdened me with. Thank you, sir. I think I'd feel bad. Yeah, I knew that was gonna break. I just wanted to see if it was level. Which it looks like it is. Sweet. Like, you'd have to kill it, right? Yeah, you know, when you put it like that. I mean, I don't, I guess it would be like killing a tadpole, but then it's like, see, my brain, so there's that, like, that alone is kind of weird, like, thinking about that, it's like, oh, man. But imagine, like, being a woman in that situation. You got a big old sperm tadpole swimming through you. Like, how horrifying is that? Fucking not enough stone. Like, I'm just thinking about the logistics of that. Like, that can't be fun. I mean, if it was like that for thousands of years of evolution, I think we'd figure it out. Well, yeah, I mean, sure, true. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I think people would definitely jerk it less. See, I don't know. People can get used to a lot of things when it comes to, like, getting themselves off, so that sounds really bad, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, this actually worked out great. Damn it, Johnny! You have to kill the tadpoles. You can't just flush them. Look at our septic tank. Oh, that's terrible. That actually worked out really well. I'm pleased. The only other addition I might make to this is I might put walls like right here. Now, how about this? How many ducks would it take to kill a rhino? Like, we're talking like an actual, like, battle kind of deal here? Is that what I'm hearing? It would also have to depend on, like, how intelligent the ducks are, because, like, in theory, if you managed to jam a duck down a rhino's throat and it choked, I mean, maybe it'd take a couple ducks. I don't know how big a rhino throat is. You know, but you could kill it that way, and then you wouldn't need very many. But then at the same time, it's like, you know, if they're just like ducks doing duck things, but they just are like, we gotta kill this fucking rhino. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You basically have to just wear it down over time. My thought anyway, yeah, you just have to fucking wear it out. I don't know. You just, oh no, you know what you do? Here's what you do. You never let it sleep. No, you just never let it sleep. Ever. And eventually it will die from exhaustion. That's how you'd have to do it. You have to play the long game. And in reality, I mean, realistically, you could probably do that with, like, again, it depends on how smart they are, but you could potentially do that with like 15, 20 ducks. Because they don't even need to actually, like, all they need to do is annoy it enough to make it to where it can't sleep. And if it's a male rhino, it's even easier because even if they can't hit it hard enough, I mean, I guess it wouldn't even matter if it was a male rhino or not, but you just go right for the sack. Exactly. Yep. Yep. Like peck at its fucking eyes with their flat beaks. Bills, actually, it's a bill, not a beak. But yeah. You could do it that way. Yeah, sitting on the bear head. Isn't that great? Just chilling. What? Alright. First I need stone again, unsurprisingly. More stone. I'll have to do something about this too. Maybe I'll do like kind of like a ring almost. And have it slope up this way with some stairs. I'll have to do that because this is kind of annoying, but oh, yeah, I remember that one. 10 million a year, but it's a snail? Dude, that's so fucking easy to deal with. Like, people are like, oh, it's a snail, you'll get complacent. Like, no, motherfucker, you just get one of your friends to slap an air tag on it. That's it. You'll know where it is forever. And if it gets within a certain distance, you just you get an alert on your phone. You're like, oh, shit, I guess I gotta move. It wouldn't even be that bad. I mean, I don't really need to kill you. You know, I think I'm gonna do this a little different. No, shit. I didn't want that to go away. I wanted that to stay. But I think I'm gonna do something else for the side. Well, yeah, no, we'll leave that like that. And then we'll do something up to like here. So maybe I'll do like fencing of some kind. You're coming up, you're pulling all the stops out. Mermaid be top half or bottom half of fish? I'm gonna say top half, and here's why. She has a mouth. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's not the same, sure. But in terms of attraction, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit how good it is between them legs. I ain't banging no fish head. Oh, I never said what kind of fish. I mean, that, okay. I mean, that doesn't mean that there's attractive fish. You could make her kind of look like Cthulhu cuttlefish. Yeah, but then wouldn't she be poisonous? I mean, aren't all women? Ha! Kidding. Okay, so I think what I'd like to do... So true, brother. Don't tell my wife I said that. She'll get upset. Or she'll just roll her eyes and call me a sexist. I mean, whatever. Potato, potato. But I think that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna fucking do the iron cage, but I might just do, like, that. That's true. Also, she was out of water. Top half would flap over because cuttlefish don't really look good, so good out of water. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Just upper half human. Then you don't have to worry. You just, like, you're not getting any vajay, but you don't, you know, you got the other best stuff to work with. Exactly. Exactly. Got hands. She's got a mouth. She's got damn boobies. Like, you got options. And I mean, depending on your particular, you know, inclinations, you can have conversation with her. And also, can you imagine making something with a fish head have an orgasm? Let's be real. Like, that would be fucking horrifying. Like, what the fuck was that? I don't know. That's where my head goes. Yeah. Oh, man. Ah. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab the materials for a forge and build that so I can build the metal bits. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I'll keep with the theme and do like I've done on the other gates, is I'll put the... Well... Is this big enough that an arch will fit? Oh, yeah. Okay, so then I can put... that, like, right there. And then fill in, maybe, yeah, with the rest of the iron stuff. Yeah. That'll look great. The one I used to build these I had already taken back, so now I'm gonna have to go get another one. But yeah, I think that's how that's going to work out, is I'm going to put the iron gate right here. Well, maybe I'll recess it. I'll put it like, you know, yeah, I'm going to pull these back just a touch. Put it like, I wish I could like, oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then I'll put it like right here, I think. And then I can build the... Oh yeah, that's perfect. What sense did you lose for $1 billion? Oh, that's a tough one, actually. Fuck. See, like, you think the easiest one would be, like, smell, right? Because, like, oh, man, I wouldn't have to smell anything bad again. But, I mean, they're all, like, vital to survival and stuff, but I think people would be like, oh, so you want to smell? It's like, okay, well, what if there's a fucking gas leak? Or, you know, you're about to bust into a rotten egg, but you can't smell it because you've no sense of smell. You know? But, I think of them all, the one that you could probably deal with the most, you could hire someone to smell for you. Or if, you know, if you're like married or some shit, and you're like, oh, I don't know if these eggs are bad, be like, hey, hun, come smell these eggs for me. And yeah, you're also a fucking billionaire. You could hire somebody to cook all your food, so who the fuck cares? And they have detectors that'll detect gas leaks, I'm pretty sure, so... yeah, I think smell would be the one you could probably compensate for the most. And especially for me, it's like, fuck, man, you took, like, say I was, you know, I would give up sight, because how the fuck would I play games? Or hearing, for that matter. And touch? No, fuck no. You ain't taking my sense of touch. I like touching things. You know, let's see. Maybe I could do, like... No, you motherfucker. No, I want... God. It's never enough stone. Nah, that looks actually kind of... Well... No, never mind. I don't like that. $50 million of your $1 billion to pay 2 people to smell for you in shifts for the rest of your life. Yeah, it's like royalty when they had tasters. Instead of a taster, you have a smeller. Please bring forth the royal smeller. You need to stay next to me and tell me what you're smelling. Or like wake me up at night and tell me if it smells weird. That would be pretty funny. Oh, Well, it is 10 o'clock, so unfortunately, my lovely peoples, I will be leaving you. Sir, it smells like shit in here, Mr. Bigglesworth. Mr. Bigglesworth! Um, I will be leaving your presences now, because I need to make myself go to bed. But thanks for hanging out with me. I do greatly appreciate it. I believe Pig is back tomorrow night. I think he's just doing... I'm honestly not entirely sure all of what he's going to do. I think he's going to prep for the fight with the next boss, the Bone Mass, which is what we will be doing Wednesday. We'll be fighting the Bone Mass. And then I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe Friday is going to be our last day that we will be playing Valheim, and then we'll be switching to a different game for the next month after that. I think it's Strange Brigade, but I'll have to double check the schedule on that. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by. We do appreciate everyone who watches us, and if you're not already doing it, you should follow, subscribe, all those good things. And yeah,